All right, let's roll, Simba. Come on. He's been kind of pent up today because I've been doing things. I haven't been able to give him as much attention yet today as I have over the last week or so that he's been with us so far. And again, anyone who is not yet familiar, this is Simba. He is a house guest of ours for a month. His parents are in India. And Simba is pretty untouched as far as previous training goes. Come on. I think that I was his first experience walking on a leash in any constructive fashion. He had a leash. I just don't think that he really has ever gotten to use it because it was obviously a foreign concept to him, as are several aspects of the walk. But he is a good boy. He's a good dog. He learned pretty quick. He seemed to have a lot of pent-up energy when I first got him, and since he's calmed down, he's been a model citizen in the house, man. He's super calm. The only reason I can't let him just totally go in the house is because Harley doesn't get along with him just yet, my other dog, one of my two dogs. So pretty much with Simba, I've just been working on loose leash walking, and it's okay, buddy. It scared me too. Just getting him used to being on a leash and in different social situations, like next to sprinklers when they go on, for example. But we don't really think about, or at least I didn't, how new everything really is to dogs if they haven't really been socialized a whole lot. Come on. So in terms of walking manners and everything with me, I just keep him from pulling. If he walks a little bit ahead of me, that's fine, as long as he's keeping his attention on me for when I turn. But if I were to stop, see, yeah, you weren't ready for that, were you? I'm not just purposely trying to be a dick and confuse him. I want him to understand that when we go out walking, he needs to have his attention on me for guidance. And that's not an ego thing, that's a safety thing. You go potty? Come on. The only other dog I've seen do that besides mine, Pepper, wipes his feet after he pees. Leave it. Good boy. Throw in a little bit of simple impulse control whenever we can, like we did with the leave it there. But he is immensely improved from the first time we went out on a leash. I was having to give him a lot of corrections, and it was not super enjoyable for either one of us, I don't think. But I've really done well for myself at staying grounded and not getting upset. When things don't go my way. There was once in particular where he got away from me and ran off in a busy area in town here, right when school was getting out, and his off-leash recall is nil, and he wasn't coming back to my request at first. And in the past I would have lost my ever-loving mind and probably been chasing him and cussing at him. And I know now that dogs they respond to energy, and I can't, even if I was chasing him because I was scared for him, he would still see it as an intense energy that he wanted to avoid because he probably thought I was upset with him, or he would have thought I was upset with him. So I really, really tried to stay calm and just walk after him, not run after him, and just realize that he doesn't know where he is. He knows that I feed him, and eventually he's going to get bored and come back. And he did. And our relationship after that was so much better than it would have been had I gotten all upset with him and stuff. A month is not very much time at all. So if you lose a day, 2 days, a week, that's not a lot of time to be had. And his parents didn't give him to me with any deadlines of behaviors by the time they pick him up or anything. I just want to be able to give them back a dog that's better behaved than what he was when they left him with me. And so, simple impulse control and loose leash walking and, in-house manners and stuff like that, I think will be kind of universally appreciated without overstepping the bounds of the relationship and taking liberties with somebody else's dog, because I don't want to do that either. His parents actually speak English and Punjab, and so a lot of his commands from them are in that language, and so I don't use a lot of verbal stuff with Simba. I really just kind of try to express it through eye contact and energy, and so far it's worked. He's Simba, good boy. He's been pretty receptive. He's a very, very smart dog. Very, very willful, as huskies typically are. He sings to me every once in a while, especially first thing in the morning. Where are you going, buddy? You want to play football or what? Where are you going? You need potty? Why are you getting all twitchy? Leave it. Good boy. Good boy. Yep, he's got a potty. It's all right. Slow down. Slow down. Good boy. The joys of being a responsible pet parent. Hey, don't you roll in the dirt right now. Get yourself all... Yeah, I have no idea how this dog stays white, because he, on a regular basis, tries to find a shrub or a puddle or a patch of grass or something to roll himself in. How can you still be peeing that much? Jesus. Simba, good lord, dog. It's got to be some kind of a record. I've been very pleasantly surprised that he's not been marking stuff, at least not in or around my house, which really surprised me since I have 2 dogs. I've never had males, and that's one of the main reasons is kind of, I guess, instilled in me that they're always going to mark stuff and they're going to mark everything, so I never wanted to deal with that. But Simba's been super good. He's only been going outside, unless he's very, very sneaky at going inside. But he's been a perfect gentleman as far as that goes. He's also very, very docile with my other dogs, which is good. He wants to get along with Harley. Harley just doesn't like him. And Pepper, the one I was worried about, is like a kindred spirit to him. They're both high-strung huskies, or she's half husky. So they have a very similar energy. They get along perfectly, which has been awesome because Pepper can be with Harley or with Simba, so no one ever has to be alone. I can walk the dogs individually, and they have someone at the house to hang out with when I'm not there. So it's worked out pretty well. Harley has a little more kennel training than I think Simba does, so she stays in her kennel at night since they can't be together unsupervised yet. Simba and Pepper get to just sleep where they want, which usually ends up being my room on the floor. And then during the day, just kind of switch between Simba and Harley as far as who has to be in the crate, and don't leave them in there for any extended period of time, and I don't put them in there ever for like a timeout or for punishment, and I don't give them meals in there either. I do give them treats or rewards for obeying when I ask them to go in, but I never feed them meals in there. I don't know why, if that's something that someone told me or if it's something that I just thought up, but I don't feel like that's a good thing. I don't feel like they should feel isolated when they're eating and in a place that's supposed to be happy and not attached to any negative stigma for them. So they do have to eat separate places. Simba and Pepper can eat inside at the same time, and Harley eats on the outside of the slider on the back patio. She's a little more exuberant about food than these two are. So I work more with her on patience and waiting when I put the bowl down, and when she's done eating, to come back in to wait patiently at the door until I let her in, not to sit there and yap and then jump on the door. The only thing that my dogs are not good at is meeting people whenever people come over to the house. That is the one, not the only area, but that is the glaring weak point at this juncture in our behavioral patterns. I need to do some brainstorming on how I'm gonna make some scenarios that I can work with them in. A large part of it has been that some of the people who stayed at my house early on, at least in Pepper's life, were not great influences on her as far as structure and boundaries go. And that's my fault for not being better at implementing those things, but she's spoiled for sure. Harley's actually a little more obedient, I think, on some levels, which is good because Harley's freakishly strong and could do some damage if she was running amok. So I keep a little tighter rein on her, I think. Good boy. Out here at Patriot Park, I don't see anybody else here. Part of me wants to let him off. Hey, look, buddy, a ball. We're gonna do it. Let's see how you do. Don't make me regret this. Damn it. If I can get this freaking leash off here. There we go. Here, let me throw it. Ready? Okay. Good boy. Bring it back. Come here. Simba. Come on. Bring it back. Good boy. Get it. Come on. Oh, you forgot the ball. You were doing good. You're like a third of the way there. Simba. Simba. Simba, buddy. Your stomach hurt, or you just feel like some salad? You want it? You ready? Go get it. Get your ball. Interesting. Lots of different theories I hear on why dogs eat grass. Mine, personally, they don't eat it to get sick, or it doesn't make them sick. I don't know. I wonder. They just need some plant life in his diet. If he is thirsty and the moisture is what he's going after, whether it's freshening his breath, I'm trying to show him that I'm not gonna just put him back on the leash just because I call him or want to engage with him. Simba, come here, bub. Look, go get it. Yeah, that's worrisome. He's been eating his normal blue buffalo food and unseasoned rotisserie chicken and lots of water. You okay, buddy? Ready to go? Go get it. I meant to get some training treats before we came out here, and I got kind of sidetracked. I think the treats would help work a trade for the ball and maybe teach him fetch a little better. We'll work on that the next couple of days. But he's going after the ball well. I think he could learn it quickly. You look like a wolf when you pick your lip up like that. Stop it. White fang. Are you a vegan husky? Huh? Simba, ready? Ready? Go get it. I'm throwing underhand so I don't disrupt the mount, and because my shoulders are super sore, I'm not a total lame. Well, I guess I am, but not for that reason. Is that stuff good or what? Walk away and see what he does. I'm really glad we got to come out here with no other dogs so I could let him off for a little bit. I've been wanting to do this. Hope I can get him back on. I think we'll be all right, huh, buddy? I think we'll be all right. What do you think, Simba? You like it out here? Simba. 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 Come here. Simba. Come here. Come here. Simba. Simba. Come here. Simba, come here. Come here. Simba. Come here. Cookie. Simba. Come on. Ready? Go get it. Good boy. Come here. Bring it back. Simba. Come here. Come on. Come here, Bubba. Come here. Come here. Gotcha. Yeah, he was not trusting me at all. So we're gonna have to get a long line on him and work on some recall. So he knows that it's not the end of the world to come back to me when I call him. I don't want to just bribe my dogs with treats when I train them. So I try to take my time and really just give them patience. And in lieu of rewarding them for every single behavior that they make or don't make with a treat, because I don't want fat-ass dogs that are totally dependent on food for motivation, A. B, good dog treats ain't that cheap, so I'm a baller on a budget, and 3 dogs are already fairly costly when you buy them good quality things and give them the veterinary care that they require. And I'm already cutting corners on that, getting Harley spayed at a clinic and all that stuff. It's not really cutting corners, but only the best for my dogs. When I was getting Harley back and the nurse was explaining her aftercare, I asked the nurse what they were giving her for pain meds, and I think she thought I was asking for me. I was really asking because I was genuinely curious what I was going to be giving my dog to ingest. But yeah, thought about it after the fact. I was like, probably thought I was asking for a friend. Wink, wink. We don't have to live that way anymore. Just for today. Come on, Simba. I want to come out here some early morning and see if I can use some of the toys as obstacles for Harley and Pepper, and you too, Simba. And I want to make some obstacles for home too, for some stimulation for them. Let's see how excited they are or aren't about it first of all before I put a bunch of time into making a canine obstacle course. Be on Westminster Dog Show before you know it. Probably not. If I was going to do any kind of competitive dog training, it would probably be like probably some kind of combat or protection training, like Malinois or cane corsos or something. Something that requires a bite sleeve and a rapid heart rate. potty again? So his stomach is a little upset. Come on. Come on, buddy. Are you still hitching a loaf? Yeah, we need to get you some pumpkin, huh? Don't poo on my shoes, dude. Yeah, we'll get you some pumpkin. Careful. Walk this way. Anyone who did not know, pumpkin is a great dietary aid for dogs when they have upset tummies. Just raw pumpkin. Mashed pumpkin, obviously, not pie filling, like actual pumpkin. Alright, you good? Only thing I can think of that would upset his tummy is maybe there was some seasoning on that chicken that I gave him. Other than that, nothing's changed. That's not true. Those training treats, I guess. You've had a few of those. Okay. Fair enough. Well, due to the noise and everything else, I am going to sign off.